Hey everyone, Underscore here. Today we're going to be talking about something that I know has been keeping at least two of you up at night. When fighting Golgoroth, can the Sleeper Simulant bring down an Orb of Reclaimed Light in one shot? The answer? Yes! Okay, that's it folks. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment. It really helps us out. So, if you're still here, I'm assuming you want a little more than a simple yes or no. There have been plenty of conflicting reports on Reddit as to whether or not a single shot from the Sleeper Simulant brings down an orb during the Golgoroth encounter. Some people say they can bring down an orb with one shot every time, whereas others say it isn't consistent, and some say it simply can't be done. This video aims to test the one-shot, one-orb capabilities of the Sleeper Simulant through a variety of tests. For the first couple rounds of testing, we're going to use a fully upgraded Light Level 335 Sleeper Simulant with a Light Level 335 character. We'll focus on differing light levels a little bit later.
Test Phase 1. Range.
So let's test if one shot will bring down an orb from a couple of the usual gaze-grabbing spots. First, we'll start off on the right-hand side. Not the ideal gaze-grabbing spot, but some people still use it. Let's try to bring down the farthest orb on this side. Okay, that seems to work. Let's maybe try going a little more extreme with the range. Okay, that didn't work. So maybe there is a certain range where the damage drop-off prevents you from bringing down an orb with one shot. Let's revisit this later. How about a more proper test from the other gaze-grabbing location? On the box on the left side of the map. We'll start from the farthest orb and work our way to the closest. This is probably a more realistic min-max range from where you would try to bring down an orb. Farthest? Doable. Middle? Works great. Closest? Wait. What? How can I bring down orbs from a farther range but not the orb closest to me? Maybe it was just my crappy aim. Let's try that again. Okay, now it worked. Did my aim just suck before? Did I hit the orb at some sort of weird angle?
Test Phase 2. Angles.
So, the angle at which you hit the orb may make a difference according to our previous test. Let's try hitting the orb from plenty of different angles and see what happens. First, we'll start off at a high elevation, which seems to work. Next, we'll shoot from a slightly lower elevation. And that works too. Okay, let's try again from on top of the box where people usually grab the gaze during a real Golgoroth encounter. And as you can see, it works. Okay, for our last test, we're going to try shooting an orb from directly below. And as you can see, much to Golgoroth's dismay, it works. So if I was able to bring down the orb in one hit from all these angles, maybe we were wrong and angle has nothing to do with why that orb didn't fall during test phase 1.
Test Phase 3. Reticle placement.
So, if it wasn't the angle at which I shot the orb that caused it not to fall, maybe I just suck at aiming and didn't hit the orb in the right place. Let's test it by first shooting directly in the center of the orb. Wait, what? That didn't work? I thought that's what I've been doing this whole time. Okay, we need to repeat this and make sure I'm not crazy before we move on. Well, I'll be damned. Shooting directly in the middle of the orb doesn't bring it down. Let's try hitting the top of the orb. Well, that worked just fine. Let's try that again. Huh, it worked again. Third time's a charm? Why, yes. Yes, it is. So, let's try some other locations. Let's do the left. Nope, doesn't bring it down. Let's try the right. Yet again, no. And finally, let's try the bottom of the orb. Still nothing. So, it seems that only a hit to the top portion of an orb will bring it down. But I don't believe that is the real cause as to why the orb drops. If you look here, all of these shots, they don't bring down the orb. But there's something pretty significant that I'm noticing. Whether you're going left, right, center, all of the shots pass directly through the orb and do not ricochet. And if you look close enough, it only gives 1 damage counter. Whereas, if you shoot at the top, it ricochets off the prongs that hold the orb and cause 2 damage indicators. My conclusion here is that if you aim at the top section of the orb, where the prongs are holding it in place, the shot will 99.99% of the time ricochet and cause another damage marker, bringing down the orb. So call me a liar. I said 1 shot from the Sleeper Simulant brings down an Orb of Reclaimed Light at the beginning of this video, but that is not the case. 1 shot does not bring down the orb. 1 shot that ricochets and damages the orb twice brings down an Orb of Reclaimed Light.
Test Phase 4, Light Level.
So now that we know how to properly hit an orb to bring it down in 1 shot, let's figure out if light level matters. First, let's switch to a Sleeper Simulant I just purchased via a blueprint. This Sleeper is light level 280 and not leveled 1 bit. And now that we know the correct place to aim, you can see that it does in fact bring down the orb. I'm going to shoot down a couple more just so we can validate that this light level can bring down an orb in 1 shot. And now that we know that a low light level Sleeper Simulant can bring down an orb, I'm going to try and bring my character down below 300 light level total. And as you can see, I can get to 299, and I am still using a 280 Sleeper Simulant. So we're going to see if the combination of both a low light level character and weapon can still bring down the orb in 1 shot. And it does!
Conclusions.
In conclusion, range, angle, and light level do not affect the Sleeper Simulant's ability to bring down an Orb of Reclaimed Light in 1 shot. If you shoot the top of the orb, where the prongs are holding it in place, the shot will ricochet and cause 2 times the damage to the orb. 2 damage markers from the Sleeper Simulant is enough to bring down an orb. If your shot is placed correctly, 99.99999% of the time it will bring down the orb in 1 shot. And feel free to round up there. Who has your back? Exploding Thrall always have your back. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you would like to find out some more information about the minute details of the hard mode King's Fall raid, check out some of our other guides. If you're not too into Destiny, which I don't know why you would be here, check out some of our other vids such as Dark Souls, Doom, and a bunch of others. Thanks for watching!